We will do their workshop together. I think it will be a lot of fun. Hi, Ray.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good to hear you. All right. We start, as usual, I'd like to ask, what did you learn in the last lecture? And did you have some troubles, problems, or questions from your homework? What did you take away from your homework? Ray, now you're on top, so why don't you start?
I learned the financial plan in the last lecture, and I know how to calculate them. But I have many questions about why is that numbers. How to decide our price, how to make the price strategies is my question. And after I do my homework, I also have this question, because I think in the different country, we will have different price of the same products, and if the product is aimed to the different countries, so how do we make the price strategy to the different countries? Is my question. So
yeah, it's a very good question. All. Yeah, it's a very good question. Thank you for that. I've just took a note. We will do one lecture only about pricing, because I think this is a very it's a very complicated topic, actually. All right, Chia-Wee, could you go next? They are filing now for it. Sorry, go ahead. That's totally fine. And Airbnb, they are now registering for IPO. They are filing for an IPO. So maybe you will get the number soon. Yeah, it will be delayed. True. All right, Chen. Chen Su.
Last week we learned the cash flow finance plan, and but for me, the difficult part is that I don't know the local price for some finance. For example, I don't know exactly if I want to rent a shop, how much is the normal cost in the center of the Wiesbaden. So about this part, I can, that's the information I'm not sure. So I just download the example plan from the internet and change with something.
Okay, but you can easily get this information, right? You can look at some real estate, how do you say, real estate agents. They may have some publications online where they look for new renters for space in Wiesbaden, you can find out there the average price per square meters, for example. Or you can just call some store in Wiesbaden asking them, hey, how much do you pay per square meters? I think this is an information you can easily get.
Okay.
Do you know like those real estate agents? Let's see, you can just Google. I will do it now in German. It's called Gewerbeimmobilien. And you just click on one of the findings, and you will see here it's office house in Wiesbaden. But maybe you also find something in the city center, more for like a restaurant or something like that. But here you always see the price per square meter, so you could find it out through there. Did you mean that was this information, or did you mean something else?
I mean, not only about the rent, also some other price. For example, if I want to purchase the food, it's not normal buying. It's purchase a large amount of the food. I don't know exactly the some price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one you can just assume, or you ask some restaurant owners for their prices or something. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank
you. Ethan?
Yeah. Last class we just learned something like the balance sheet as I learned before. It's quite close. And I made this balance the financial plan, which I will show you a bit later. And another side, I just found some basic information like the standard size of the standard project size, which means based on the information I found in China, we need at least 3 meters long tunnel, and this video last every time this video will last only 15 minutes, 15 seconds. Sorry, 15 seconds every time. So based on the number of the train, we can make a calculator that the maximum time we have, which is which I said last time, our resource is limited because the train just run over the LED tubes, and we got every train every station 15 seconds. Sorry. So that's already. I tried to connect to these companies in China, and also as you commented, also when I get this basic information, I may try to connect the Deutsche Bahn for help, or asking them whether they have interest in that or not.
And did you reach somebody there?
I'm still trying to to get some detailed information from the China side. And
Okay.
once I got this detailed information, then I can told these guys in German, do we have do we have enough turnover for this project or not?
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. And then Xiao, you sent a message in the chat. The question I would have to your message is, you said that there are still many things that require a lot of money to start a business plan. Could you explain that? What do you mean with that?
When I'm making financial prediction, and I don't know what kind of
I think now you're skipping. We cannot hear you, unfortunately. Xiao, we cannot hear you. Okay, maybe you can write it in the chat. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, that's a good finding. Okay, good. Then let's start. Would like to just have a quick update on your experimentation progress. So who of you has some questions or wants to share some learnings or problems with their surveys or other experiments? Are there some questions? No? Okay, so Ethan, you just gave an update from you were talking to, you tried to reach out to Chinese companies who do those advertisings in China, right? And from the information to go then here to the Germans, right? If you, this is your first riskiest assumption, yeah, okay. Is there something you can maybe, have you collected some more answers from your survey, more than last time?
Yes, it does, but really not much. And you know, some answers are always similar because young people are always have the similar behavior.
Okay. And could you do this research with the tunnels? Can you maybe also find there some information from desk research? So looking in the internet, see if there are enough tunnels, because the question is how fast you're making progress, right? Best is
Yes.
if you always can already test something else meanwhile, or the best is to get the experiment results as fast as possible.
And also another information I didn't notice before is the number of the train, you know, because if we want to make an advertise in the tunnel, how many train will pass this tunnel is also very important data for you. That's exactly can show us how many passengers will see this And if you know every single on average every single tunnel will have for example, and from day to night about 300 train will pass this tunnel. You can know, okay, 300 tunnel, and every train got maybe 200 or 500 people. Then you can calculate it and shows this data to your customer, which is this big companies which will, who want to provide want to play the advertising in the tunnel. And that's the basic information I collect in the past week.
Yeah. Okay. So you can progress there on the research side. That's good. And Chen, what was like your assumptions? White collar workers want to eat healthy. You were asking that in a survey, right, last time? And from this survey or interview, how many people answered with they want to eat healthy?
All of them, no one say they don't want to eat healthy.
Okay, so does it make sense to test this with a different experiment? So like I think we discussed it last time with coming up with a landing page, like a small website, or with maybe some other experiment, you can test this, which is more getting real market feedback and not so much opinions via a survey. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it's don't ask people directly that if they want to the positive things or not, is let them choose.
Exactly. Not ask them, but basically give them the options, and then you will see if for what they choose. Yeah. So it would be interesting if you maybe can find out until next time what kind of other experiments you can do, because this is your first assumption, right? So I would definitely do another experiment, and if this experiment is also positive, we should really go into the next assumption. So what is your second assumption, which you need to validate? So we have some progress, right? Because it's not only about one assumption, it's about many different assumptions. It's like they rather eat biological food, organic food, or is it rather, so questions about how do they want to get it delivered? How long is it? Are they willing to wait? And all those questions would be also interesting to find out. So we need to progress to the next experiment. And Thierry, you already moved your post-its to validated, which is very good. So how did you find it out? How did you come to this conclusion? Yeah, please. Oh, okay, wait 1 second. Yes, I will give you the host. To Mhm. 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 Yeah, cool. A lot of learnings. Nice. So now it's about making these things. So this experiment. So we share your screen again. Could you stop sharing your screen? I can share mine again.
对他老师说让你把那个
佢叫你關咗佢先可以分享個屏幕。
Yes, okay. So, so here's now the question, what is your next assumption you want to test? So this is just, this is just a survey. So I think for you, in your case, it would be very interesting also to create a landing page, which describes, the one hand, the pet owners, and on the other hand, the pet caretakers, and then see if you send this to people, if you can, it's like some kind of Wizard of Oz methodology. So basically, you would do the matching. So there's a pet owner sending you a request. Hey, I'm traveling this next month. I need somebody who takes care of my pets. Please send me 3 individuals which I can screen. So you would do it very manually, And with this experiment, you would basically fake the whole process and learn much more about how much are they actually willing to pay. How does the process needs to look like? What are the questions of the people? So with this experiment, you can really easily learn a lot. And it doesn't cost you so much. It just costs you creating this landing page, and then it's just about matching those people. You know what I mean? How I imagine it? I think this is like the best experiment you could do. This will be probably also the last one. It takes a long time to prepare this. It's like much more time consuming than just a survey, but you will learn much more qualitative things. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And Ray. So you had a really nice survey, right, last time? And what is the assumptions you want to test as next in the next week?
I don't know test what.
Sorry?
I don't know what should I test less.
Okay. And what did you find out with your first survey? So you say, did you find out that they like VR?
Yes, most of them, they like the VR, and they feel VR is possible to get in the education.
Okay, so you can move this here to the right? You validated that, or at least with surveys. I would not say it's like 100% validated, but you have at least an indicator. Okay. So what is an important assumptions for your business case? Is it also how do you get the educational content on it? Could that be an important question? Another question, how much are they willing to pay? Because educational content is always, or most is a lot for free online. So I would imagine some more, there are probably a lot of other questions you can tackle.
Oh, okay.
Do you have one in mind? Like what could be the next one?
About the price?
In general, like, is it more a willingness to pay question? Is it how they use the software, how they use the VR, or is it how to get the content?
My idea is collaborate with the institution and the university, and then we can we can release some courses. For example, just like the Coursera, they can have the courses online, and they can do the lab courses through the VR.
So yeah, then you already have some information about the one side of your platform, the students. And did you already talk with the universities?
No, I don't know how to talk with the university.
Okay, but then that would be an important next step to
our
find
university?
Sorry?
Can I talk with our university?
You should always start with the one where you're at. That's a good starting point for sure. Yeah.
So who I could talk?
It's what do you want to find out? If they are willing to give you some content, how they perceive the VR technology. I think depending on what you want to find out, you will need to ask some different people. So either it is like the head of the university, maybe it's also the professors. Depends, I would say.
Okay.
All right, but then you have a new direction to go to, more to the university side. Cool.
Thank you.
Xiao. Which experience have you made? How's the progress, and in which direction do you want to go next? All right, maybe you're writing already in the chat. Then the next step, let's have a look at the finance plan. Who wants, maybe two or three will have the chance. We have now 50 minutes left. Then we will do a break. So maybe two or three can share it, and then we can just work on it and improve it. Who wants to start? All right, Cherry, how about you? I think it's a very interesting case with the pets. We will have an interesting finance plan there. Sorry? Silence, yeah. What did you say, Cherry?
She said she wants to learn about the iSense idea.
Okay. All right, Ethan, are you so humble and you want to go first?
Okay, I just didn't get it. They call me Ice. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Wait, I will stop sharing my screen and we'll make you the host so you can share yours.
I will just show you the financial plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here. That's the database on the information what you recommended in the last class. Like I put some detailed information here, and here is some a little like a small balance strip, and it's that should be the month January, February until the December, and here the number of our customers. From the beginning, we got one or two, and then in the end of this year, maybe we will get eight different customers, and cause my project is advertising in the U-Bahn tunnel, and it should have a different kind of judgment. Like we just saw the advertised by by minute, and start from 100 minutes, which is quite a which is not a although here is in this shape you just see 100 minutes, but it's combined by every remember it's combined by every 15 seconds. You know, if we got a 300 as I said, the data here we got maybe every 3 or 5 minutes comes a train, and start from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. We got every tunnel we got about 300 train every day. So actually, in the first in the first month, we can make about 100 minutes. That's maximum what we can. And in the next few months, when you build more, and when you build more these LED tubes in the tunnel, you can have more times to sell. That's based on the tunnels and the trends. So in the first 3 months, I just I believe every minute for 100 euros is acceptable for a new company, like and as the time running, the price will become higher and higher until the last 2 months, which can be the coming of the Christmas, can push the price become maybe the top of this year. And the second part is our cost, selling cost, which is marketing cost, administrative cost, and these two kind of costs are just normal, and the next three I will explain. Operating cost, that's cost from the LED tubes and the control system. A computer which controls these tubes. That's all. This cost is also based on how many how many tubes you have already set in the tunnel, and have a strong relationship with equipment cost, which is also, as you see in the first 3 months, it's 10,000 euro, 10,000 every month. Because in the first 3 months, we take it Frankfurt for example. We just buy 3 different tunnels in Frankfurt, so we can put the equipment in the tunnel, and later in because we don't have further agreement with the company, so we don't have much. We don't have much engineer program in these 3 months. So the equipment costs are 0, and start from here again, repeat the things what we did before, and also the corporate field is you need to have a agreement with I'm for or the Deutsche Bahn, maybe. As I write the example here, let's take it for example. I mean, every tunnel you just buy the right to play advertise in this tunnel. Every tunnel for, let's say, 10,000 euro once, and every month you should pay 5,000 euro. That means in the first month we got okay, sorry. Yes, in the first month we got a 13,000 euro cost, and in the second month we got we already buy 2 tunnels, which means monthly we should pay 5,000 euro each, 10,000 euro total. But in the second month we also other new tunnel for 10,000 euro and pay them monthly fee for 5,000 euro. So here is 25,000 euro, and so on. And you see these fees in these 3 months, because as I said, we already buy the 3 tunnels, so 5,000 each, totally 15,000 euro every month, and something like that. The tax is based on our profit. So let's say maybe 20%, around 20%, because in German the tax can be 90% maybe. So I just calculated it as 10. And then we got a total amount of the cost every month from the January to the end of this year, and here this line we can see how many times we sold, how many advertised times we sold this year, and how many profit we made, and also the total cost is here, and now we know how much we earned this year, which is 16,500 euro in the first year. And based on these ships, we know in the August we start to earn money. That's a tipping point.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then just two remarks. On the top, you say profit, but that's you mean revenue, right? Like in line number 6, profit is not. You mean the revenue? Right?
I mean the brutal profit.
Yeah, so like it's wrong to say profit. Profit is revenue minus cost and minus taxes and so on. That's the profit.
Oh,
right. So
okay. Just
yeah,
I just want plus and
yeah, in the line number 17.
Jesus. In the line 17 here.
But expenditure on the top, I think you can just delete this completely. And the profit you see, or you say it's cash flow. In line number 17, it's cash flow. So that is what your company gets or has to pay every month.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. And what is missing is, or actually, wait. What is missing? How much money you need, right? We were calculating that the last time. So we were calculating how much money you're burning in the first month, basically. Do you remember? We were taking all. If you go in line number 18, I can show you what I mean. You need to sum up all the minus numbers, and then you know until August how much money you need to get from the investor.
Oh yeah.
So if you go on 18B, you can just say it's equal to B17. Correct, and just enter. And then you go in C18 and you say is equal to B18 plus C17. Correct. And now you just move this cell to the right. And then you see in July, you have the highest, right? You have 171,000 euros, which you would need to get from investor or from external source. So that's an important number you always need to find out with this finance table, this cash flow projections. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, we have time for one more. Who wants to go?
Or it can be financial.
Yeah, actually, the line numbers 18 is more the cash flow, and the 17 is like plus or minus, rather. It's like the oh no, like the line 18, you can just name needed cash or summed cash flow or needed cash. Yeah.
This can be for perfect.
Okay, so Chia-Wee, do you want to go next now?
Wow.
Cool. All right. We can't hear you, I think, in case you're talking. Yeah, no. Uh-huh.
好差啊！頂。
声音啊，你是不是东西旁边东西关一下？
Yeah, you're probably talking that it's not such a good connection, right?
You just robot sounds.
卡死！你仲要講出嚟？
Stop downloading things from the internet, please.
Yes, I think it's better now.
Yeah, better.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, okay, I just have one comment. It's if you start, you will probably not have. So why do you have more transactions in January than in February and March, for example? Yeah, because usually, you know, when you argue, you say you're starting, people don't know you at the beginning, so you rather increase your transactions than you. So I would rather with like low in January and then a bit up. You're making these step by 500 transactions, you know. And can you click on the line? Oh, sorry. Could you share it again? It looks already very good. Just wanted to see, how did you calculate your revenue? I think it was line 7. Okay. Okay, then we need to discuss that a bit more. So how do you make money? Okay, so and 30 is the end commission, or is money the pays to the pet foster care? Oh, okay, I meant the 32 in line 6. Is it the payment from the pet owner to the adopter, or is it only your like your commission fee? Okay, then it makes sense. All right, then this is good, but then I don't understand in line number 9. Do they do that every month, or why do you add every month the turnover? Okay, it's each month. Okay, all right. Understand. Okay, yeah, cool. Thank you. All right, we have time for one more. Who wants to go? It's just for helping you. Ray, how about you?
Not good. I don't know how to decide the price. So
yeah, then let's have a look. Let's have a look at your table, and we can see.
I think we should listen to the Sultan.
So, what is your exact question with the price? Why is it a problem?
Because there is a few company to do the VR education in China. So I cannot find the exactly price of them, and no one is on the is the list complete. So I don't know the exactly price, and most the company in the American, but most of them is cooperated with the school or the primary school. You have to get the code ID to get into it. It's not open for everyone, so it is a bit difficult for me.
Okay, and how do you? So, what is the best alternative for the students? So, like, if they don't use your service, what do they use, and how much do they pay for the service?
In a way, most of them they will to pay the 100 to the 200 RMB per semester.
Okay. And if you do, if you calculate with this price, is it too low for you to get a business case out of that?
I think maybe little low.
You think not?
I think it's low. It's very low price.
So that would be then an important question for your validation.
Yeah.
To find out how much more are the students willing to pay for VR and for your special experience.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. Because in my opinion, I will very willing to spend much money in the study, and I don't know how to make other think the same with me.
Yeah. It's all about the on the landing page, for example. You could just do a landing page and see if people are willing to pay 50 euros, and then you test for 2 weeks. You see how many people are actually clicking, and then the next week you say it's 150 euros or something. And you can also put for the first indication, at least you can use a survey and just ask how much they are willing to pay for education online, or how much they spend in the past. So that's always, better. If you find out that they already spend, maybe you can find some comparing courses which are maybe not VR, but which are maybe some special video in a special video format, or
I think I think maybe it's more possible to cooperate with the university, and I develop the platform and the equipment, and I sell this service to the university, and the university to sell them to the student. I think it is more possible to I sell my service and products directly to the students, because the students are willing to pay for the university and the institute, and they would not think much about them, because they what they want it is the degree or the certification. So I think maybe it is more possible to earn the money from the institute.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
Okay, thanks for sharing. All right. Chen, do you also want to go for the finance plan? Chen?
苏禅，
离线了吗？断了。
All right, then, Ziyao, do you want to share something? I guess your internet connection is not strong enough. All right, good. Then let's see. I will share my screen. Okay, so we had the presentation of the cash flow. Now I actually scheduled a small break. How do you feel? Should we continue for 20 minutes or should we do a break now? How do you feel? Break, all right. All right. Oh, Chen, you just said you want to share. Okay, sorry. Then let's do it after your break, after the break. So let's meet here at 4 in 20 minutes, 19 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
yeah, you mean,
All right.
yeah.